Lula'S Brics Summit Speech, A Call for Cooperation, Not Confrontation, by Aslan Adnan, delivered as host and chair on 6th of July, 2025. In his role as Chair of BRICS 2025, President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva delivered a keynote address on 6th of July in Rio de Janeiro. As global challenges mount, from rising protectionism and geopolitical tensions to a faltering multilateral system, Lula framed BRICS not as a rival faction, but as the legitimate heir to the non-aligned movement, committed to sovereign equality, global solidarity, and a collaborative future. The speech unfolded in the shadow of former U.S. President Donald Trump's recent threat of a universal 10% tariff on BRICS nations. Yet Lula did not name Trump or the United States. Instead, he employed indirect language, referring to protectionism, unilateralism, and stating that the world does not want an emperor. This measured approach underscored his effort to affirm BRICS' resolve without stepping into open confrontation. Key messages and strategic omissions. Lula's remarks reinforced BRICS' commitment to global reform rather than rebellion. He called for a comprehensive overhaul of international institutions, the UN Security Council, IMF, World Bank, and WTO, describing them as outdated and misaligned with global South interests. He warned that economic fragmentation, fueled by new tariffs, threatened development. But he emphasized intra-BRICS trade and non-dollar mechanisms as constructive tools, not weapons of division. Environmental justice was central as well. Lula demanded that wealthy nations honor climate finance commitments to the global South and highlighted Brazil's Tropical Forests Forever facility as a path toward equitable stewardship. On emerging technology, he cautioned against AI becoming a tool of manipulation in the hands of millionaires, advocating for ethical oversight rooted in public accountability. Why he refrained from naming Trump or the U.S. Lula's decision to avoid directly referencing Trump or the U.S. was strategic. By using generic critiques, labeling policies as unilateral coercive measures, he stewarded the narrative toward unity and cooperation, not confrontation. This nuance preserved BRICS' image as a pragmatic and credible bloc, sensitive to global tensions, but not defined by them. Expert reactions. Analysts from leading think tanks and global economic forums have commented on the speech's careful tone and geopolitical implications. Oliver Stwinkel of the Getulio Vargas Foundation praised Lula's restraint. Brazil wants to keep the summit as technical as possible, avoiding Trump's distractions. A Reuters-cited economist described tensions over BRICS de-dollarisation, stating, "That's why BRICS is making people uncomfortable." Analysts noted how Brazil, India, and South Africa's calm and cooperative stance helped position BRICS as a development-focused coalition rather than an anti-Western bloc. Yet some observers cautioned that the absence of clear policy roadmaps and the lack of direct mention of military or economic adversaries may limit BRICS' capacity to enact meaningful reforms. Conclusion. As BRICS chair, Lula delivered a speech that was visionary, yet diplomatic. He reaffirmed commitments to reform, climate justice, financial autonomy, and ethical technology, while judiciously avoiding explicit confrontation with Trump or the U.S. His nuanced diplomacy enabled BRICS to assert itself as a proactive, consensus-driven voice for the global South, extending its influence without igniting geopolitics. heartfelt light, to every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way, for others wandering through despair, to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul, and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.